Hi, I'm here with Garrett with Vendetta Cycles, and some of the more beautiful frames that have entered our booth today. Garrett, tell us about your company and
Well, Vendetta Cycles is a fairly new company. We started in 2004. It all came from an incident where my business partner, Conner Buescher, we used to ride a lot together, and Conner was kind of embarrassed by my old crummy bike and was starting to feel bad about bringing me along with him on group rides. So he knew I was too cheap to buy a nice bike, so he bought me a set of tubes and lugs and said, "Here's your bike, and we are responsible for finishing it up ourselves." And the bike actually came out really well, and it's still the bike that I ride the most, and all summer long I commute to work on that bike, and it came out really well. And so then people started seeing me on the bike, and I said, "Oh yeah, I built it," and pretty soon we had to build one for Conner's brother, and we had to build one for Conner's sister-in-law, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
Right. Oh, yeah, classic.
Yeah.
Not grand plans.
No.
But from the product, more starts a company,
yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah, well, we don't want to grow big either.
Right.
We're small, we do real custom, everything is full custom bikes, and we want to keep it small and allow us to build low volume of the bikes that we really like.
Right. So tell us about this one.
Well, this particular one is interesting. The story started last year at this show where the customer saw our bikes and liked them and gave us a call and said, "Yeah, I want you to build me a bike." And we talked a lot about road bike and what kind of fit and geometry he wanted. But when it came to aesthetics, he said, "Oh, I liked your bikes in the booth. Just build me something special, and I don't like purple." So we'd been talking about the process that we use to build bikes is a pinning process where we pin the tubes to the lugs with normally stainless steel pins and then polish, and you don't really see the pins. But with this bike we used bronze pins, and it leaves a clear mark where the pin was. It's bronze color with a little patina on it, and then that's what inspired the paint color as well. So it's this kind of bronzy color.
Right. Okay, show us what you have here.
Well, this is what's getting really popular. A lot of orders now. We do only road and track and cross bikes, and this is a single-speed commuter, and it's becoming a pretty common request for us. Somebody that wants a bike to ride back and forth to work, but they also want something that's really gorgeous and with a nice ride of a steel bike.
Right.
So, of course, the key feature of this is the paint. The paint is just this gorgeous candy apple red, and it really shows off the polished stainless lugs.
Right. The polished stainless slugs, I understand it takes a bit of time to achieve this beautiful luster.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to get the feeling back in my fingers from working on this bike. Yeah, well, the first step in the process is to get the lugs to be the right shape. So the lugs as cast are often kind of wavy, and if you just polish that up, they'd look bad. So we start off with a file, just a hand file, make the lugs all the right shape, and then of course they're not smooth and shiny when you get done filing. So then we go at them with sandpaper, and it's actually kind of comical. We'll sit out in Conner's garage is where we do the polishing, and take the bike out there and you sit with a bucket of water between your feet in the chair and you wet sand. You dip your hand in the cold water and just start with 200 grit paper, work your way up 200, 400, 600, 800, and then we move over to the buffing wheel to give it that final polish, but it takes a lot of time.
Old school way, huh?
Yeah, well, it just doesn't come out good if you don't do it that way.
Right.
So,
how many hours are involved in a process like that?
To do a bike like this with the three lugs, the fork crown, and the stem, it would take two of us about a day and a half.
Wow. Well, the results are certainly worth it, and I think you've noticed that your customers have been ordering a lot more of
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they've become really popular. Last year at this show we had one bike with polished lugs, and we don't build show bikes, we just bring our customers bikes if they're nice enough to loan them back to us. And this year of the bikes we have in the booth, only one doesn't have polished lugs, so It looks like we're going to be doing a little more of that.
I think so. Thank you.
Thank you.